Okay, we should be live. Let me just check everything's working. Testing. Testing. Okie dokie, that's working. Nice. Okie dokie. So, bit of a random stream. Wasn't planning to stream today, but since it feels like we're really close to finishing the 3.2 main story in Star Rail, I've just decided, yeah, let's stream. Get it over with, if you know what I mean. Plus the fact I really, really want to see what happens. It's like we've already got like what 3 missions left to do as part of the story, and I'm like super excited to see what happens. So yeah, bit of a random stream, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Anyway, let's see here. So I want to bring up my notes if it's still up. Still here, cool. Just so I know where we are. So, plans today will be continuing the main story, and then we might do some relic stuff at the end, maybe some simulated universe at the end. It depends how long it takes for us to finish the main story, and all that. But first, let's click up here. Switch over to X's point of view.
It's so
And this is where we
here.
left off with the main story.
Good.
So let's see then.
Fine. So they are leaving the final debate to him.
Interesting. So finals.
Let those Chrysos heirs who started this terrible war hear you. Let them hear the voices of the people.
As
Well,
always, that woman knows how to stir up a crowd.
Professor Anaxa, I thought you'd pass on this.
Everyone must cast their vote, or this assembly would serve no purpose.
Prof, do you truly think it's wise to entrust the fate of the world to an assembly like this?
Akuma has stood strong under this system for 1,000 years.
Why do I feel like he's gonna
It stands
vote
to reason that there
against
is
it or
purpose in its
something?
existence. But that is not what you're asking, is it? What you really want to know is Aglaya making the right decision in entrusting the fate of the world to you?
Nothing ever escapes you.
I didn't spend all those years teaching you for nothing. Most people only take 4 years to graduate, if I recall.
To tell the truth, I feel like I'm on my way to an execution chamber instead of a podium. So, do you have an answer to that question?
No, I don't.
I thought so.
Because that question is not yours to ask in the first place. Is Aglaya entrusting the world to you the right decision? Don't make me laugh. That is a question that woman must answer herself. Why are you fretting about this on her behalf? Or have you been seeing yourself as her pawn all this time? Listen up. I'll say this only once. Flip your perspective around and ask yourself this instead. What should I do to ensure that the world doesn't stray from the correct path? That is what you should be thinking about. You still have time, so give it some thought. Oh, and don't bother telling me the answer.
Okay.
Tell it to those begging for salvation from the gods.
Got it. Thank you, Professor Anaxa.
That's Anaxagoras to
Who will you be voting for?
That'll depend on how well you perform. May Circe safeguard your thoughts.
Speak with the message-bearing soldier and take a seat in the special seating section. Lead the way.
I actually don't necessarily mind things remaining the way they are. I really say it. I'm a little nervous.
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. As the Theoros, I present to you Vinen of Ides Elysiae, virtuous citizen of Akima, and the last speaker of the assembly.
Much obliged, Lord Lycus.
I remember him. He's the penniless lad working for Aglaia.
Where's Lady Goldweaver? Why is she sending this guy to give the last speech? Is this really the end of the Flame Chase journey?
Can this dude really face down kindness? I actually don't necessarily mind things remaining the way they are. I really say it.
By Kephalie above, dear citizens of Akima, as you look upon me, so too do I see you. I see your fear and misgivings, your apprehension about the discord between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, and your uneasiness about the future of the Holy City. Yet, before you contemplate something as grand as the fate of the world, I ask that you look closer. Look beyond the horizon illuminated by Kephalie, at the crisis threatening to overwhelm us.
What?
Ides Elysiae, my beloved hometown, is a village forgotten by time. It is a place with the most invigorating breeze and wheat fields that spread all the way to the sea. I once thought that there I would enjoy a lifetime of peace and quiet with my friends and family. How I wish I could invite all of you to that paradise, far from the noise and chatter of the world. Alas, I can't. Because she, and all that she nurtured, all that I loved, they have long been devoured by the black tide. My beloved home is no more. I will never forget the day the black tide struck. My father, Hieronymus, fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his child. My mother, Aldada, she was ripped apart by monsters. Also, I might live to stand before you here and now. Galba, he was a hunter. But in the end, those arms that once drew a bow instead embraced Piso, his beloved son, as they both breathed their last. Pythias, the teacher, risked her life to save her students, but a burning beam fell on her, crushing her. And what of Livia, her daughter? Did she make it out alive? No, she didn't. Livia, Piso, and so many other children. My childhood friends. They were all swallowed by the black tide and turned into monsters. They kept saying the same thing over and over. Even up until the final moment, I finally steeled my heart and granted them eternal peace with my sword. Why, finally? Aren't we the best of friends? That is the Black Tide. A looming threat that can bring Akuma to its knees any time. Kindness may have promised that with the 3 Titans of Calamity-Con, Akuma will return to an era Chrysia once more, but much as it pains me, I must disappoint you. While the demigod of strife has done everything in his power to hold them back, they are still coming.
My.
By now, the name of that black-robed swordmaster, the Flame Reaper, has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the strife demigod. The Flame Reaper has risen from death, and they hunger for the core flames of the gods.
Lies! If such a powerful enemy is indeed approaching, why is Akuma still a picture of peace?
Exactly! The city of Akuma shows no signs of pandemonium or chaos. And why is that? I beg you, spare a moment to think about this. Are we able to stand here and hold this assembly in peace today because the danger has passed? No! This peace we enjoy is no gift of fate. We are able to stand here today only because the Chrysos heirs have stepped up and shielded Akuma from calamity. With her golden threads, Aglaia has preserved and continues to preserve these idyllic days that all of you hold dear. The Council of Elders claims that Aglaia will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body and soul. But ask yourselves this. Rather than offering her aid and support, why do they choose to watch and push Akuma away from the Flame Chase journey? The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it bare before you. It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akuma's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly we once took so much pride in, are now infested with vermin.
He said it out loud.
You insolent whelp! How dare you!
It is true that Aglaia has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working tirelessly to weave the defenses of our holy city against the encroaching evil. All while these vermin are making up baseless accusations about her and scheming in the shadows. Not once has she ever failed Akuma. Yet these vermin attempt to tear her apart, tarnishing her name with unfounded allegations.
Welcome 112 to the Eternal.
She may have been
Thank you
blessed
for the
by
follow.
divinity, but hasn't her heart always stayed true to humanity? They attempt to mislead you and reduce this assembly to a crude standoff between gods and humans, but citizens of Akuma. Once more, I implore you to open your eyes and look at those around you.
How Naxos is
Examine them
thinking.
closely. Beneath all that finery, do you see the good heart of a human? or the poisonous glands of a pest? Make your judgment, then turn your gaze to the demigods, whom so many of you regard as cold and merciless. Do you not see the light of humanity in them?
Hi there.
And those who wear
Hope
the
you're having a
mask
great
of
day so far.
humanity, yet utter only hurtful, slanderous words. Can you not see that their souls have been corrupted by power?
Ooh.
Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, rest assured that you have nothing to fear. For Aglaya, Trebios, and I will remain your faithful guardians and pledge our lives to upholding your decision. And this vow will stay true until the end of our days, where it will be passed on to future flame chasers.
Interesting.
A steadfast and unwavering promise that shall endure through the ages.
Ooh, that's uprooted lots. Something like that. In an uproar, representative leaders from different cities in Okuma throw pieces of pottery into the Dolia? I think that's how you pronounce
At
it.
the present time, on the scales of Talenton, those who call for the continuation of the Flame Chase journey, and those who demand its suspension.
Okay.
Each faction holds an equal share of votes, resulting in a perfect balance.
As expected. This is the moment when the Flame Chase journey is the closest to its end.
Do you wonder whose vote he's
And
gonna give?
now it's your turn to vote, Lord Anaxagoras.
Why do I feel like he's gonna vote for his
Is
student?
there anyone else who hasn't voted?
No, you're the last. Cast your vote with care, for your decision will
Thank you for the
break
hydrate.
this impasse.
I have
Oh,
long
how did I
since
know?
made a decision.
Very well. May you bring much needed change
Of
to
course
this
it's-
farcical world.
His choice that decides everything. Head to the door and paste the last vote. It is funny how he is the last person to vote. He makes the final decision in the end. Maybe? We're quite near
You've
the
done
end. I
well,
think we're
Father.
only like an hour or
Given
two
the
before the end.
circumstances, delivering
We're
a
on
rousing speech
number
to stir up emotions was a prudent
8
move.
out of 10 of like the submissions. So feel free to lurk or
Thank
turn
you
the
all
volume
for
off
your
if you don't want to get
patience.
spoiled.
On behalf of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany and the scholars of Amphorius, I, Anaxagoras, am ready to cast my vote.
Why do I feel like he's gonna vote against everything he's done for the whole
But
day?
before that, in the interest of fairness, Lady Goldweaver, I pose a question to you before all who are gathered here.
Ooh, okay.
Will you, as Finan has promised, stand by the decision made in the Assembly, regardless of outcome?
In the interest of fairness, I make no promises, lest it should influence your decision.
Very well. I thank you for your honesty.
Who will he vote for? I think he's gonna vote for Fireman. For the Flame Chase journey to continue, but
What's he doing?
The stakes are high. Let's be patient.
He has the deciding vote because apparently they're at an
The
impasse.
act! Who do you think you are wasting our time like this?
Lord Anaxa, please do not forget that I...
Rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never.
Oh
interrupt
jeez,
me.
he's upset.
Silence is golden.
Yeah, he doesn't like his shortened name.
Just vote already. What are you waiting for?
That's creepy.
I cannot help but wonder, is every hardship in the world something you will exploit and use to your advantage?
Oh man, sissies.
How else am I supposed to make use of this situation where my body and soul are separated? Oh, Circes. Or should I say Calypso? Accompany me on this final journey. Let us journey to the Netherrealm and see how she will substantiate the answer to your question and validate my decision.
Wait, is he dying right now?
We need only to follow the sound of the tides.
You gonna collapse? I don't know.
You are...
Well done, child. Just as I foresaw, you have achieved great things.
Teacher.
What a twist of fate. A blasphemer raised in the doctrines of the Venerationists. It's like a foal kicking its mother in the belly after taking all her milk.
I respect you immensely, sir. But...
You cherish the truth even more. So, child, do not be troubled by the criticisms I have borne. Do not let those voices hinder you as you forge ahead. As the sage of the Venerationists, I am duty-bound to oppose you. But, as your friend and mentor, Anaxagoras, I say, go forth, for the truth is already in your hands.
I will keep that in mind.
Go now, child. Your lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. And when you reach the end of this journey, may we meet again with the truth before us.
You have my word, sir. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
May Circe safeguard your thoughts.
Interesting.
You are right, Empedocles. My lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. I must be on my way now. May we meet again with the truth before us, Empedocles.
What are you waiting for? Just cast your vote.
Silence! Silence, everyone! Behold, Circes, here at the center of the world, I shall write the final step of my proof. For this place is but one step away from the truth.
Oh.
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
Oh my goodness, he's losing it.
Thank you, Castorus. The answer is plain as day. My vote goes to the Flame Chase Journey and nothing else! Elder Kindness, I have deciphered the truth of this world.
Jeez. I
With
knew
the
it.
balance shattered, the result is clear. By Kefali and Talenton above, as the Theoros, I have observed.
No! Ligus, you can't! Onyxa, what have you done? Have you lost your mind? I hope you are prepared for the harsh punishment awaiting you. Mark my words, I will make sure that clever head of yours never forgets the price of betrayal.
Have you forgotten? I told you that happens to be one of my rare talents.
You put
Oh
on
my
such
goodness.
a grand performance just to aid their preposterous flame chase journey?
Performance? No, you are quite mistaken. I may be paranoid by nature, but I've always been known for my honesty. If you really understood me, Lady Kindness, you'd realize that I never had any interest in your pathetic little game of politics. Factions, standpoints...
Oh my goodness.
They are jokes in my eyes. I have never once switched sides. Because I,
Oh.
and I alone, am the truth.
Lady Kindness, with all the citizens here as witnesses, we should honor the spirit of democracy and respect the decision of this assembly.
Mm-hmm.
I have observed that Akama has chosen her destiny. This citizens' assembly has resolved to continue the flame chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
You!
It seems not everyone is ready for the assembly to end. Very well. Let me entertain you for a little longer. By your leave, Lord Lycus.
Interesting. Elders and citizens, your attention, please. Stay for a moment more, if you will. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has an announcement for the assembly.
What is this performer up to now?
Flame chase journey. What do you think he'll continue? I don't know.
So apropos.
Frankly, still.
Just moments ago, all of you made a decision on the fate of Amphorius. As a supporter of the Flame Chase journey, it pleases me to see the choice you have made. But I regret to say that I still harbor doubts about this outcome. Thus,
Oh my goodness.
I hereby challenge this resolution.
You're the one to decide. Oh my goodness.
Tell me, who among you dare swear to Kefali's name that Era Nova will truly welcome the fairy tale ending that the Chrysos heirs have promised?
Oh man, why is he muddying the
beautiful
water?
new world free of calamity and madness?
Nonsense! That's impossible! What is he getting at? Of course not.
No one? Must I pick somebody to answer? Very well. You, The one acting so wise and profound. In front of all present here, do you dare swear that it will happen for sure? No? Fine. Next. You, the one with ignorance written all over your face. Yes, you. Do you dare
man.
swear by it in front of the Titan?
What are you trying to do?
Useless. Your turn, then. With that smug look of yours, you must be confident that the Flame Chase journey is the best course to take, right?
Hey! Mind your tongue!
So, no one? I see. In that case, Finan, answer me this. Your speech was filled with such passion just now. How confident, then, are you in making this promise?
Professor, what are you doing?
Let him continue with his performance.
Will you look at that? Even Finan and Aglaya lack the courage to make such a promise. And what's even more absurd is that no one but I can promise you this new world. And yet, the Assembly passed the resolution anyway. But you needn't worry, because I knew better than to trust you good-for-nothings. That is precisely why I am here today. To give you one final lecture. Now listen up and listen well. I, Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, hereby declare everything that the Flame Chase journey promises is true. Finan of Ides Elysiae, the prophesied demigod who shall succeed Kefali, will reforge each and every one of us in the new world with his complete, intact memories.
What?
The core flame-bearing titans were the Chrysos heirs of yesterday. And the Chrysos heirs who carry the core flames today will become the titans of tomorrow. All of our souls shall endure for eternity in the miracle of the World-Bearer. And all under Kefali's protection shall step into that new world.
This is pure blasphemy!
It's impossible.
What? Are you saying that we must bow down to you and worship you, even in our next lives? Enough, you blasphemous imbecile! How dare you try to deceive us with all these lies and falsehoods? How can you prove?
I told you, don't interrupt me. But since you've asked, I shall be kind and indulge you. My statements are based on my experiments on the divine body of Kefali themselves. You heard me correctly, everyone. With the tacit approval of Kindness and the Council of Elders, I fused my soul with the god through alchemy and learned the truth behind Era Nova.
What is he talking about? Isn't that pure blasphemy?
I, the vile, wretched blasphemer, deserve nothing less than death for my sins. And the Council of Elders, which granted me consent and aided in committing
Oh
this
my
atrocity,
goodness.
should face punishment alongside me.
Jeez, man.
By the gods, even Kindness has betrayed Akuma.
Jeez. He's bringing them down with him. Oh my.
no knowledge of his transgressions. He did that on his own. The Council of Elders bears no responsibility for his actions. Lord Lygus, as the esteemed Theoros, are you going to simply stand by and allow the Council of Elders to be dragged through the mud?
If the accusation is true, I will acknowledge it. If not, my conscience stands unburdened. Lady Kindness, the reputation of the Council of Elders was not built in a day, nor will it be shattered overnight.
Okay.
Repercussions await those who fool the people, and punishment must be meted out on those who abandon their vows. We should respect this beautiful city and her people.
You...
Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, I humbly ask that you take on the responsibility of overseeing this judgment in the name of the fairness of Talantin and the justice of Kefali. Considering the circumstances, and in accordance with Akima's codex, as the only demigod among us, you shall rightfully wield this authority.
The honor is mine to bear.
How is this permitted? Somebody do something. This is how we're supposed to hold.
This is going all over the place. What on earth?
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has made his statement clear. As per Akima's codex, I request all present citizens to stand with me in exercising the right of judgment. First, Elder Kindness of Akima and Lygus the Theoros stand accused of neglecting their duties and abusing the law, leading to the egregious blasphemy against a god. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, Akima is to form a committee before the 7th action hour to conduct an investigation and disclose the findings to the public for subsequent judgment.
Yes! That's what we deserve! Agreed!
Curse you!
Now, concerning Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, he has confessed to grave blasphemy against Kefali. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the accused must be allowed to hear the people's voice prior to the execution, for a chance at a reduced sentence and possible pardon.
Jeez. He really is dragging them all down to... Oh, man.
Professor.
I think he's already dying slowly. Jeez. Jeez. Why does everyone want blood spilled?
What decision will you make, Lady Goldweaver?
Enough with the hesitation, Aglaya. This is not like you.
Let him die! Let him die! Let him die! Let him die! Let him die!
Yeah, I don't have a clue. Looks. It went from everything was going good till He continued talking, muddying the water, and then next thing you
Then,
know, everyone's wanting his
in
death.
light of the people's voice, O Talantan on high, may you bring death upon him.
Jeez. Well, I mean, he was already gonna die anyway, based on what we know, but still. I mean, it was the last day he had alive, pretty much, based on the fact he had a god, like, merged into his soul and stuff, but still. Sea of Flowers! What is this place?
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I bore the name of Castris while walking among the mortals. And now, I stand as the demigod of death, the living side of Thanatos. Welcome to my realm, where the west wind ends.
Goodness, my main character art is finally done. What the hell? What the hell, man?
You're still as energetic as always.
That probably means she's stuck here. Well, at least she isn't
Did you know
dead. But...
every flower here was planted by Thanatos himself. These flowers were originally both lifeless and immortal, but in the first rain brought by the River of Souls, they were given new life, flourishing as the bearers of countless souls. And it is my duty as the Master of Death to tend to their well-being and foster their growth in this serene haven.
Interesting. So that's the role she's taken on.
Similar to the structured cycle of life and death in the mortal world, these flowers too shall wither and fade, returning to the earth and then ascending to the sky with mist and tides.
Interesting.
Eventually, they will descend to the mortal land as gentle rain. Every soul undergoes the perpetual cycle of reincarnation, albeit in varied forms, until the world meets its end. Yet, sadly, there's no time left for Emphorius to wait for when the flowers bloom again. Now, death is the power at my fingertips. It once led the souls of the deceased here, but I shall open the gate of the Netherworld and return you to the realm of the living. In exchange, please, take the core flame of death with you and complete the flame chase journey. Do not let our work thus far be in vain.
You're not going back?
Just like the other demigods, I will stay here and embrace my destiny.
Yes.
That being said, it is not easy to guide a lost soul back to the mortal realm. The whispers of death are sweet and
Thank you for the
alluring.
head pats.
If your determination
Oh, and
wavers,
the posture check as well.
you will succumb and be forever
Stretch.
ensnared by the Netherworld's grasp. Please consider this a one-time exception.
Okay.
I will do everything in my power for the flame chase journey.
Okay.
And for your life, the only life I can save.
I'll do my best. The fact that
I
at the
am
beginning of this we found out we were
glad to hear
dead
that.
and now it's coming back to life.
Over here!
Wait, what? Keep moving to the bats. Keep going, the Express is right here with you.
I believe in you.
Oh dear. And dare pass across again.
Lift your chin up high and step forward with us toward tomorrow.
That's right. Keep your eyes on the dawn.
Oh my goodness.
Onward. Show me your courage.
Partner, we shall become heroes together.
Almost there. Finally. Thank you, Cassaris. Since I've already made it to the end, maybe I can save one last glance at the Sea of Flowers. Oh, don't turn around, keep looking forward. Fear not, as the touch of red will be waiting for you at the end of the path. Come on. I'll guide you and eliminate your way out. By doing so, you'll eventually reunite in the warmth of the sunlight. Wasn't expecting to see Acheron there. What's this? What in the world are these shadows and voices?
All of this is proof that you once lived. Your soul, your memories, the years you've journeyed through, and the path they revealed, leading you back home.
Do I recognize that voice? I'm not sure.
Continue onward.
Hey, Suffering!
Do not stop moving forward, and do not let her sacrifice and the support of all who have stood by you be in vain. Over here, friend! Take my hand. Let's go home.
Aww. Goodbye, Never Realm. Hello again, Mortal Realm. My goodness. Let the trailblazing continue. I'm back.
At last. I knew you could do it. Your soul is still perfectly whole. As if some kind of force is trying its best to keep it together.
I need to take a screenshot of this. Probably the most coolest artwork in a good while. My goodness, it's so pretty. No clue. Save that. There we go.
Is it Ornyx's final blessing? Or is it a miracle of your own? It's truly incredible. Such a strange surge of familiarity. So hard to describe. Perhaps it is fate, once again fulfilling its own design. Or perhaps it is the laws from beyond the sky, so familiar to you, that intertwined our fates long ago. It seems that this is the riddle which cannot be solved anytime soon. The sensation of becoming a demigod is truly wondrous. It's as if the river of souls is winding its way through the depths of my spirit, transforming with each breath into a fine rain that nourishes the world. Do you recall that prophecy? At the end of the sea of flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I promised you that I would do everything in my power to give
Yeah,
it meaning.
we're slowly getting to the end.
Now, as I stand as a demigod and destiny draws to a close, I can finally end it in a way that is as beautiful as it deserves. The wish I once sought, but could never grasp, is now within reach. In this brand new world, every blooming life will lift its arms in celebration and recount the profound meaning of this very instant. Every touch, every embrace we share will never again be an ice-cold loss. They will radiate with an intense warmth, sowing love far and wide throughout the land. The other shore is very cold. May I borrow your warmth one last time?
Fair enough.
Thank you for fulfilling this wish of mine. The place I'll be going to is what humans call the Land of Sorrows. But with this heartbeat and the residual heat of this embrace, I shall turn the nether realm into a gentle place of rest. This embrace may be brief, but it's the proof that I once lived.
Wow.
Farewell.
Yeah,
then.
Star.
May we reunite in the new world.
I would say Star Rail is probably mixed fantasy science. It depends on the world because there's like multiple different words.
Performance was what you've been seeking your whole life.
Goodness me.
I gave up everything in search of truth, and it culminated in this very moment.
Yeah, at the moment we're in a world that's like
You,
based
on the
on
other
Greek
hand, performed
legends
as I
and myths
expected.
type thing.
You
But
did
there
not
are
hesitate
also other
when you saw the
worlds,
chance to
ones
attain
based on
power.
dreams,
It's
a
as
frost
if
frozen
you-
cover world, a spaceship,
Crave power,
and one that's
like a
themed on
fly
like a
craves
Chinese like ships and
Those
stuff,
are your words,
themes
not
and
mine.
things.
But what you said at the end, did you already know what I had planned for Thainan?
I may have lost an eye, but my vision is clearer than anyone else. You've nearly exhausted your humanity. You're no different from my current state as a walking corpse.
That's true. I've long since burned to ash over the past 1,000 years. Only he is capable of unleashing a raging fire that rivals our final great enemy, Aquila.
So, this is our last chance. How about we let go of the bad blood between us? May I resonate with your core?
We don't really have like a Hatsune Miku character in this one.
Please do.
We do have a singer as well as a guitarist, I guess. Guitarist singer.
To persist
One's
with your
called
soul
Robin and the
within
other
to such
one
an extent.
is Serval.
Insane.
Just as you fight to lug your corpse onward to complete your unfinished goals, I have my own reasons for doing this.
Also, the music in Honkai Star Rail, like some of the
Until
music is
Thainan
actually
grows
like
into his
amazing.
position
I would say
as the
that
prophecy leader,
In some
I must
instances
continue
of,
to lead
you know,
everyone on the
I played
Flame Chase
Genshin
journey.
and Star
I
Rail,
must keep
as well as a
inching
little
forward,
bit of
even if
Honkai
only
Impact
as an
Third.
empty shell.
Like, some of the songs in
I've long
Honkai
predicted
Star
this was the
Rail are, like,
case,
even better than
but
the
I
ones in
didn't think you'd
Genshin and
already
stuff.
lost so much. How ironic. We would have avoided so many misunderstandings if you and I had just spoken this candidly before. But casting aside our ideological differences, there is one thing you and I agree on.
Feinen.
Yes. He was born to be a hero. He understands the hearts of the people, and I can confidently say he is a far better leader than you.
Not sure.
Only he is
I know
capable
we
of
are getting a
fulfilling your
collab in
mission.
Honkai Star Rail soon.
Sadly,
A collab
he
with
is a man
Fate,
cursed by
with the Fate
Nestia.
series, but I don't know when that's
But by
happening.
my estimates, his
Like,
horribly
all we know
elaborate
is it's
sense
gonna
of
happen.
style should not impede Aranova.
And I'm just in a state of, like, I still haven't gone through the
Congratulations,
Fate anime.
Amanda.
I don't even know where to start
We
with Fate,
found
because there's, like,
common ground.
multiple
At the
different,
very
like,
end
ways
our
of watching
destined
it. You either watch it
paths.
in chronological
When you put
order,
it
or you
that
can watch
way,
it in,
it
like,
makes me want to take back
time
what I
order.
said.
Like, and stuff like that.
Glaya,
3.4,
we're back.
3.5, okay.
Come welcome our great hero reborn from the ashes.
Yeah, I'm alive again.
I hope he didn't hear your earlier assessment.
It wouldn't be the first time I criticized him. A man should be aware of his own shortcomings.
Okay. Cool Flame of Death. Time to submit the Cool Flame. Whoopsie.
But I don't see Castris among your number.
It looks like she not only helped me prove my theory, but helped you fulfill your mission as well.
Yeah.
She might not have been able to change her fate, but she still wrote the final verse of her epic herself.
I mean, we'll still see her again. I mean, if any of us dies, they're gonna meet her.
Prophecy for us. Trailblazer, please surrender that scalding cool flame for us as well. You are the only life she ever saved by her own hand in her 1,000 years on this earth. I believe no one is more qualified for this noble task.
Let the ceremony begin.
O gods who have returned, and gods who are still watching, today we bring you a soul laid bare. The Hand of Shadow, Thanatos, remembered their name from the past. From daylight they came, and to their fragrant dwelling they return, to walk now among your ranks. And there was one who joined hands with the Titan.
Hello there.
A traveler risen
Hey
from the
there.
dead and reborn among
How
mortal
are you?
kind. She is the everlasting night, and shall now proclaim in her good name, O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world. We seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Step forward, Trailblazer from beyond the sky, and together with us, surrender the core flame and carve their star into the sky.
And then he left. What was that? 3 after this.
A constellation for death.
For life and death, to be more precise.
Look, it's...
Is that Casserus?
No, it's only a divine echo. I think she's here for the trial.
What did she say?
That's the language of the Titans. Castorus... No. The Titan. They said... I have illuminated the cold shadow of death.
Onwards. For your path to the future is bright and its flame eternal. Do not forget.
Feels like she actually is dead.
She made quite a scene. I suppose it's my turn now.
Oh yeah, I forget that there's a cool flame in it.
I won't stop you.
Professor, you...
What's with that look? You were present. So, let's get this execution over with. We wouldn't want to bring shame to Akima's divine laws or keep me from creating a new world.
You never change, do you, Professor? I don't understand. If your theory is correct, you'll lose all memories of your past life once you become a Titan. So what's the point of becoming a god?
Of course there's a point. Even if I forget who I am, I'll still have my brilliant mind.
Okay.
It goes without saying, I'll find a way to retrieve memories of my past life. Besides, I still have you, don't I?
I still don't really understand what you said during the assembly. Even if it were true, things reforged from memory could never be the same as the original anyway.
Then allow me to tell you right now that you're wrong. What exactly are we? My answer is that the Chrysos heirs are the future Titans and vice versa. Of course, this answer only applies to us. So, what are we when it comes to regular mortals? The very essence of the world, our souls, are tiny invisible seeds that hold records of each person's memories of the world. And we are the buds that sprout from these seeds to grow into great trees.
Is that what new sporism means?
Correct. Once our physical bodies are born, we become new extensions of the world. From there, we plant our seeds into someone's memories, and then scatter them into the hearts of countless people in the future. Just as seeds are affected by their environment, so too will our appearances differ across memories. But the partial memories we carry will always be the same, because that is just how the world is. To destroy our very existence, one must destroy the world itself. But we have someone who will still live on with his perfect memory. That person is you, child of Kefali. This is what it means to be the world-bearing Titan. So, carry everything of this world and live on. Don't disappoint those most precious to you. Don't disappoint Lady Goldweaver. And especially, don't bring dishonor to my
Goodness
theory.
me. Of course he has to say that at the end.
Anaxa, I swear to you, I'll lead everyone to our reunion in the New World.
Good. That is all I have to say. Farewell, everyone. May we meet again in the next life.
Farewell, great performer. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
May Circe safeguard your thoughts.
Are you satisfied, Honorable Titan?
Very. I hereby swear I have borne witness. Anaxagoras of the New Sporists and the Grove of Epiphany has successfully overcome the trial of reason. Thus, I shall confer upon you these words. You shall transcend the peaks of purity and return to corruption and hardship.
Oh, so that's a god's prophecy. It sounds like you just rephrased my past, present, and future.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Circes. Is that all you've got?
Well, you've already transcended the peaks of purity, and you were never the type to give me any leeway.
That is true.
Please tell me I'm not losing another character.
I do still have one question.
Oh, good.
I knew it. What is it? Maybe we're thinking of the same thing.
As you've so boldly stated, we and the world itself live on through the memories of others. If that is the case, whose memories did the very first new spore sprout from?
How should I know?
There must always be a first cycle of things, based on everything that's discussed.
Oh my.
But, since we are both equally curious, we should allow the children of humanity who come after us to investigate in our stead.
Paimon can't look.
Rejoice, Circes. I sow the seeds of suspicion in the new world with your soul!
And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Oh my goodness. I knew he was gonna
Thankfully,
die, but I
She's
wasn't
still alive.
expecting him to die.
Was
I
March
thought they'd
7th
stop it.
also in this condition when she was first rescued by the Express?
The condition was very similar. It's just that at the time, the Express did not have a memo keeper who could diagnose her condition.
But she still woke up naturally. Looking on the bright side, that might happen this time as well.
When March awakened from ice, her memories were completely wiped clean. I want to prepare for the worst and prevent something like that from happening again. Can you share with us your hypothesis? Goodness me. I can't pronounce that word. Hypothesis? Hypothesis? Goodness me.
I do not have conclusive evidence, but judging by her current condition, perhaps March 7th's memories have been hijacked.
Hijacked?
Think about it, Miss Himiko. What will happen when someone loses their ability to remember?
I'm not a biologist, but I hear that there's a species of fish on I can't pronounce words like that. That has the memory span of less than a second. It forgets everything that occurs in the very next instance. Perhaps something similar will happen?
Unfortunately, short-term memory is an entirely different concept from the inability to remember. Perhaps it is difficult for you to imagine, but an individual who has lost their ability to remember turns into nothingness.
Nothingness?
The belief of the Garden is that everything in this universe can be interpreted through memories. This is the driving force behind the continuance of this path. The past is made up of memoria, while the future is a possibility that will eventually be converted to memoria. But the present, it doesn't really exist, and it's only an abstract expression. Therefore, when a person is affected by the path and loses their ability to remember, their physical form will also be affected. These ice crystals are a manifestation of that.
Miss Black Swan, there is one thing I haven't looked into deeply until now. You've guided us to Amphorius, but refused to tell us your true intentions. Collecting memories is simply not a convincing answer.
Is Miss Himiko suspicious of me?
I mean no offense. I am merely speculating, but I appreciate your honesty if possible.
In other words, now is the time for me to prove my innocence. That's not a problem, of course. The true reason behind my intentions is that Amphorius holds special significance. For some memo keepers of the Garden with extremist views, it is a perfect example.
Perfect example?
A world that can only be seen through the Garden's mirror means that memo keepers have the right to keep the world in their private collection. If those Pathstriders of Remembrance were to uncover the secrets of Amphorius first, they might unleash their wild ambitions and remodel more worlds into a similar form.
So, the reason you did everything you could to convince the Express to come to this star zone is just to uncover the secrets and foil the plans of these people?
I chose to remain quiet before, because I did not want to involve you in the Garden's internal conflicts.
Remodeling the world is no easy feat. These extremists likely aren't just simple Pathstriders. Do they wield the powers of Emanators?
You can be even bolder with your guesses. The people that I'm talking about, they aren't just individuals. They are an organization that has already attached itself to the pinky finger of Fu Li.
Could they be the ones who hijacked March 7th's memories?
I cannot be certain, but at the very least, they are capable of doing so. I am deeply sorry about what has happened to March 7th. But the deal that I propose still remains a fair one. Amphorius is still an excellent destination, and investigating further might allow us to uncover the truth behind the accident. Miss Himiko, the wisest choice right now is for us to continue cooperating.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong?
Let me take back a part of what I said just now, Miss Himiko. Although we indeed struck a deal, it seems like I have involved you in some unforeseen danger. Please accept my deepest apologies.
Has something changed?
It's Fuli. Their gaze has just swept across ENVtorius.
Okay, that doesn't sound very good or bad.
How interesting. I never expected a mere memo snatcher to be actually hiding so much inside her head.
A memo snatcher?
What's even more interesting is that the word ENVtorius has appeared in her subconscious.
This lady seems to be having fun. Is she usually like this?
It's, hard to explain.
What are you two whispering about? Has it not occurred to you that I can hear everything clearly?
Dear.
Please pardon me, Madam Herta. Would you mind sharing with us what you've discovered?
The ones who need help are the Astral Express. You will have to put up with my methods, even if they are rather unconventional. Let's get back to the topic. By using the fourth mirror, I rummaged through the brain of this memo snatcher and learned a good deal.
Okay.
Not only does this person know of ENVtorius, but there are also many memo keepers who are interested in the place.
Okay.
I searched through her consciousness and found the following terms: the Eternal Land, the Rejected Land, and the private collection of the Garden of Recollection.
Okay.
It seems like Miss Black Swan is indeed hiding some things from us.
Since I'm not able to find any useful clues from the outside, why don't I personally visit this mysterious ENVtorius?
You're planning to head to ENVtorius yourself?
Yes, but not in the flesh like you all foolishly did. See these Herta mirrors? With them, I can project my data spirit entity to any corner of the cosmos through spatial warps, without even needing to leave my room.
Okay. Okay.
Of course, these corners of the cosmos must be within the coverage zone of inter-astral peace communications. After all, this is collaborative technology.
Which I'm guessing ENVtorius doesn't cover.
I see. You do seem like the more indoor type.
Although that star zone is not within the network of the IPC, the Express itself can serve as a signal station. Come, give me the astral chart coordinates. Then, sit back and enjoy the show.
What shares the express coordinates with the Herta?
All right, now that everything is ready, mirrors, get to work.
Thank you, Madam Herta. Companions are the lifeblood of the Astral Express. When things are settled, we will repay you for all your help.
Well, this young man sure is courteous.
Hey, Mercury.
Madam, watching you work has been an enlightening experience for me. It's hard to imagine that an outstanding scholar like you could maintain such a relaxed manner most of the time. Your calm and collected nature is truly a trait that I should learn.
This brat. Why does everything that comes out of his mouth sound so snarky?
Jeez, man. investigate.
First mirror, input the coordinates. You'll be in charge of the spatial warp.
As you command, Madam Herna. The preparations are complete. I wish you a pleasant journey ahead.
Second mirror, prepare for the thought refraction. There's still some distance from the Astral Express to the Emphoria's celestial body. You're in charge of sending me over.
I wonder if this will work.
This time, raise the power to the maximum. Don't be stingy.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I won't fail the mission, Madam Herna.
Third mirror, you're in charge of generating the data spirit entity.
I'm happy to help, Madam Herna. What kind of appearance are you planning to use this time?
Good question. Let me think. Forget it. Just use my own appearance. There's no one there that'll recognize me anyway.
Well, there is technically one person. Well, two. Well, maybe. Talking to the fourth mirror.
Preparation of the data spirit entity complete. Thought refraction at max power. Excellent. The first mirror. Let's get going.
Have a safe trip, Madam Herta.
May your journey yield good results.
Coordinates input complete. Preparing to activate spatial warp. Destination: unknown celestial body. Amphorius. Spatial warp countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warp activated.
Oh! So that's Emphorius? Its appearance is, well, sure is unique. Second mirror. Prepare for thought refraction. It's time to send me in.
Alright, please read the safety protocols carefully.
Can't you hurry up?
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh.
I didn't expect it to be so turbulent. I should have asked the second mirror to use slightly less power.
So she said.
What a magnificent sight! Is this the entrance to Emphorius? Let's see. Perhaps I'll be able to find a way in.
Investigate.
What's this? A statue? It's ugly. I don't like it.
Of course she doesn't.
Oh, I finally found your traces. How esteemed must you be for the great Herta to come out personally? When we return, get ready to become free labor for the simulated universe for the rest of your lives.
Of course.
What's this? How creepy. Oh, it moves? Who are you trying to scare? It's either a projection or a fake. There doesn't seem to be much to take note of. Now then, how am I going to get into Emphorius?
My deepest apologies, esteemed lady. I'm afraid that you cannot proceed further.
Who's there?
Your visit, although not part of my calculations, is a pleasant surprise. It's a pity that the preparations are not yet in place to receive...
Wait, is this the same guy?
The hospitality that someone of your status deserves.
Are you not going to answer my question? Who are you?
I have many identities, and I'm going to have even more in the future. But if you just need a form of address, you can use my common alias. Lycurgus. Lygus.
Whoa.
Alright, Lygus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name, can you?
Is he a real bad guy?
Regrettably, I do not have the authority to share more information. However, standards are always flexible. While not violating the ultimate agreement, I'm able to disclose this piece of information. As you thought, this is the entrance to Amphorius. Now, please, kindly turn back. Amphorius is not a world that you should be involved with, regardless of what kind of magnificent achievements you have accomplished. This place will not open its doors so easily.
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason to listen to you.
Goodness me.
Your reaction is completely within my calculations. Despite my long years as a watcher, it seems like my assessment of human nature still remains accurate. From you, I'm able to sense a beautiful desire for knowledge. But my answer remains unchanged. Madam, it is with the utmost goodwill that I suggest you return to where you came from.
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered, and that I insist on uncovering the secrets hidden behind you, Mr. Lygus. How do you plan to dispel this notion of mine?
Within the scope of the ultimate agreement, there are 178,244 logic chains at my disposal to convince you.
Start reciting all of them.
After filtering through them, I have determined that I only require 3 to attain the results that I desire.
Oh? I'm all ears.
First, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, Amphorius is a completely isolated celestial body. Apart from me, no one else will be able to help you enter.
That's not a good argument.
Second, if your plan is, as you've alluded to previously, to force me into cooperating by showing hostility, do know that, just like you, I have basked in the gaze of the erudition. I stake my honor and assure you that in the worst case scenario, our mutual destruction will be inevitable.
Interesting.
Oh. No wonder I couldn't find a back door. When I did a scan of our surroundings, the safety protocols on you are comparable to Screwy's. How interesting.
I assume that you still wish to hear the third logic chain.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Third, even if you exhaust all your means and find a way to break through, you will surely give up once you understand the consequences of your actions. After all, throughout your long life, as much as you'd hate to admit, your conscience has played a crucial role.
What a brazen robot. You think that you can actually understand me through your paltry calculations? But since you put it that way, why don't you tell me what these consequences will be?
It concerns the third path that is entangled with Amphorius. A path that you and your friends still very much lack understanding of. The destruction. So, if you ignore my warnings and persist in your ways,
So it's the remembrance, erudition, and destruction, I think, now?
break the
If I remember right.
shackles of a Lord Ravager. And when that happens, their fury will engulf the cosmos.
The Lord Ravager is in Amphorius? I don't have a clue. Through the petals and land completed. Interlude. That ended suddenly. Jeez. Okay, that was really interesting. Feels like we got some extra hints towards Mark's condition and what's going on in Amphorius a little bit more. What's his name? Line? I cannot pronounce half the names of this game. He's on the top of the, you know, what the hell is going on list now.
The taste of celestial ambrosial.
All the way up to 26. That's what I get for not doing this often. Still a lot to do though. Levels max 40. Prologue. What time is it? Let's do some other things. Oh yeah, I've already claimed all that. We're not going to be doing the events yet. I think I've already done... I think I've already done Simulating the Universe this week. Let's do some relic farming then. Maybe I'll get extra lucky on stream. But yeah, we finished the story. I'm kind of excited for the next part, which is going to be a while. Plus, I can't remember, the last one, version 3.1, I don't think we actually had anything to do with March or the Herta during that update. I don't think. Can't fully remember, honestly. But yeah, let's do some relic grinding, because at the moment I'm trying to get relics for Tribi and Caceres. Luckily it's the same one. Problem is, I am just not getting anything. I'm getting so unlucky with the relics that I'm just getting trash. First things first up, I am going to... just empty some of them. You can see. I need to go through these properly at some point, but... be fine. Okay. And that. Okie dokie, so let's do these and then we'll do some relic grinding on the planetary ornaments, I think, afterwards. So the one we're aiming for at the moment is Poet of Mourning and Collapse. And we need so the ones that have random ones, we need crit damage and HP percent, so on the shoes. And what else? I think it's HP percent on the planets as well. And rope. Substats, we need crit rate, crit damage, HP percent, I believe. So that is our goal at the moment. Also, the other one we get from this, we need to look at as well, just in case. Because that one, I believe, is used on the Remembrance MC, if I remember right. But I don't remember what stats they need off the top of my head. I do know I've put like a set on them, but I don't think it's a good set. Like, the best one I've got so far is on Tribby, where I've got 3 of 4 stats being good. But yeah. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I think the other one is like attack percent maybe for the 4th one, but I don't remember.
Cloud scattered.
But yeah, it's like I had one that looked semi-good, and I even showed at the beginning of yesterday's stream. But you know, what was it? I think it was like attack, base defense, crit rate, crit damage, and it rolls on base attack 3 times. Yeah, it went from okay to please to okay, you're trash. Really fast. Okay, we've just got very trash.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Unite our goals. Let us dance once
I
more.
think we might get one that looks amazing that actually rolls on the correct stuff. That's my hope anyway. Yeah, the main ones, we're trying to get ones for Castorus, that's the main one. Because I want to be able to use her. We've got her light cone, we've got her up leveled. I think the only thing we haven't done is like one of her skills is at level 8, which we still need to work on, and that's it. It's like, you know, just relic farming and trying to get ones that look good. Preferably with 2 to 3 substats. Preferably.
Dream vanished.
It's like I always try to get crit rate or crit damage on, at least, and then one of a substat. But as I said, we have had so much bad luck. Okay. HP with speed, crit rate, and base defense. That might give us something if we get like HP or crit. Why are my relic inventory so small? We only got 2 out of that? I thought I chucked more than that. Give me a second. Relics. Okay, so that one. So if we get like crit damage on it, that'll make it okay. Okay, it's okay. We just need it to roll on crit rate or crit damage, preferably. Sure. Defense, we're okay with 1 defense. Don't go on there again. We need crit rate, crit damage. Speed, oh, come on. Crit rate, crit damage. Crit damage again. That one's a 50-50 then. We can find something better. Hazy bees, let me add the thing. Give me a second. So, a cheesecake to add. There we go. So, I'll say this is a 50-50. It's not perfect. All these. I wish I could mass label stuff to discard. Tack. Nope. Nope. What you got? You got HP percent trash. Nope. Okay. Anything here? Trash. HP percent with just crit rate. I try and get at least 2 positive substats, preferably. Luckily, they need the exact same substats, both Triby and Caceres. So it helps a little bit. Oh, I could. We'll do 2 rolls on that one, see what we get. Defense. Okay. That straight into defense. Yeah, no. And then all these only have 1. If this gives me crit damage. Nope. Gives you defense. Okay, that one's trash. That one's the gold bin. Crit damage, please. Crit damage. Break effect. Okay, you're trash. Okay, let's try this. Crit damage, please. Speed. Okay. This is the problem. I want at least 2 good substats and then have them roll on it. Okay, here's the next one. Crit damage. Hit rate. So the ones that look positive give me trash. And then these ones all don't have. Even if it rolls on the correct one, it'll just give me 1. That one's no good. We can try for crit damage on this one. Effect resist. Okay. 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 Let's do some more. But yeah, how are you, ZBs? I hope you're having a great day so far. We just finished the main story of version 3.2. for Star Rail, and we're just doing some relic grinding, I guess is what you call it. We're trying to get relics for Casserus at the moment, but I've been having trash luck. Oh goodness. Well, I hope you have a nice relaxing break and stuff.
Share good fortunes.
Have a nice cup of tea or something.
Existence is unity. All will be swept away by the wind.
Honestly, I might have a cup of tea after streaming.
Friends?
But yeah, we're trying to get relics, and unfortunately, as with everything in this game, the rolls are not helping. So, we're needing the substats of HP percent with crit rate, crit damage, and maybe attack. I'm trying to get at least 2 substats with majority, with at least, was it 3 out of the 4 rolls on them, as well as the correct main stat, with the major main stats being crit damage for the top or plate, I don't remember what it's called, and then HP percent for the shoes. Defense, trash. So yeah, we're trying, and after we run out of what's it called, resin, whatever it's called, we're gonna move on to doing the ones for the planets / rogue thing from the simulated universe, which I believe we need both HP percent with Casserus, with of course good stats underneath being crit damage and crit rates and stuff. But that's it. We're not getting very lucky, unfortunately. We're trying. It's one of those things yeah, that's fair. Basically, to make characters do damage, we need to get these items. So for us to use this new character Casserus properly, we need to get these items to increase her attack power and stuff to make her viable to use. And unfortunately, everything's a roll, you know. You get random stuff, like let's see here, it's attack percent, so it's not even HP, so that's not good. You know, it's 100% random, it's annoying. Oh man, it's the same with how Genshin Impact's relic system works, or artifacting system. But yeah, we're just getting really unlucky, basically, is the best way I can put it. It's like we're getting unlucky on the ones we're getting, and then when we do put resources into leveling them up, we get trash substats. That's the best way I can put it. Just one of those things, unfortunately, with the game that you just have to work on.
Cloud scattered.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Yeah, basically. So there's 4 substats that are randomized along with their main main stat. So we're trying to get the correct stat as well as at least 2 of the 4 substats correct at least. And then of course past that point we need to make sure they roll, as in power up the correct ones as well, which we can't guarantee. You can re-roll them, but I tried that on one of my relics and it's random what you re-roll. And you don't get the item back, so you have the choice of you re-roll and it could steal them off the wrong one for all you know. And I'm just like, you kidding me? Speed, that's not right either. You can technically create one, but the items you need to create specific relics are hard to come by, basically. as a way to be annoying.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Yeah. All I can say is I'm glad there's an auto battle for it.
Unite our goals.
It means I don't have to think too much. I just have to let them go and then check what we get at the end, and then if we run out of space, trash the ones that are trash.
Cloud scatter.
But as with everything, perfect relics are hard to come by and take a lot of resources.
Dream vanished. Let us dance once more.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
There we go. Let's see, what do we get? Ooh, okay. Attack, HP, defense, HP. So we've got one that we need. Defense, no, that's really wrong. Crit rate with defense, and yeah, no, that's all wrong. Just gonna complain soon that we're out of storage space. I should take bag space. They need to increase the bag space. With so many relics in the game, they need to increase the relic bag space at some point. Because I've only got like 10 of each relic, and I'm already somehow using up all 2,000 slots. I might get rid of all the force. There's only the odd 4 or 3-star one from back when I began the game, which I've just kept for nostalgia reasons.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Dream vanished. Let us dance once more. Unite our goals.
Okay. Defense, crit rate, crit damage. If this... Okay, now this is so annoying. It's one of those things. All the substats are correct. The only one that isn't is the main one. All the substats are correct for that. It's just not the main. And that one's trash too. And we're out of space. Time to test. Test and like mark for trash. We'll also test the ones we got in case there's any good ones for the remembrance one. Looks like we missed some. Okay. HP percent. I prefer crit damage over crit rate on ones where there's just it. Effect resist. Nope. That is a trash. There's nothing on that, so trash on that one. The trash on that one. Yeah, like I said, look at this. It's like everything's perfect except for the main stat. I don't think there's a way to swap out the main stat because technically speaking, HP percent can't be on a HP thing. So it'd have to be crit damage on that. HP percent attack. If it gives us crit rate, that would be amazing. Defense. Nope. That one's for the trash pile. Oh, jeez. Okay. Attack. Attack. I need HP. Speed could work, but I don't know if Caceres needs speed. Give us crit rate. Break effect. Defense. All the defense ones can be marked to trash. Let's check the recommendations. So, done that. Crit damage. Jeez, trust. Okay, for this one, so any defense ones could be trashed. Outgoing healing, defense, attack. Let me check if we can get crit rate on it. No, just HP. Yeah, that one's trash. Crit rate, crit damage, attack. Base attack. I'm not sure on that one. This is the issue. It's like this piece is like the one you need crit damage on as the main stat, so it's a bit weird. All the defense ones will be trashed. HP can go. I think you were needing speed, right? Speed, yeah. Whoops. Okay. Let's do one more of these. We'll do some on the planets thing. Maybe we'll have better luck on the planet one, I don't know.
Join the battle.
It does feel like we're getting some really bad, like, everything. We might try rolling for some, because we can create them as well, so we might try creating a few.
All will be swept away by the wind.
But it's the hope of the substats, you know? It's like, we need the correct main stat, and then we need the correct substats. Preferably just 2 correct substats, but we just can't seem to get that.
Not this time. Set the seas ablaze! Clouds scattered.
Oh dear.
Let us dance once more. Fight to live! Dream vanished. Enjoy yourself.
Time to mix things up.
Set the seas ablaze! Stay away. Fight to live!
So this is what I'm trying
All
to do.
will be swept away by the wind.
One's on Simulated Universe. I just hope give us better rolls. From my knowledge, we need 2 HP percents on. It's either HP percent on the planar or quantum, and then HP on the rope or Caceres. So cross fingers, as they say. HP had break effect. No, that's all trash. One sec. I always forget about this feature. Let me see if I can set up the build guide properly for.
As in a dream.
Okay, so we need this is the one we need. So 2-piece, lowers max HP by 12%. And then if it's past a certain HP amount, decreases the wearers and their memo strikes crit damage by 28%. Auto salvage when finalizing relics. Let's try that. Hopefully it will save us more room. If it gets rid of the ones that we don't need immediately.
A day of peaceful
Infallible.
I commit.
Like the west wind, away we go!
Show no mercy.
So let's hope that we get some good stuff here.
Creations!
watch over you and guide you on your path. Serenity is before me.
Conflict is pitiless.
Together as one.
Ooh, that is some big lag. It's been a while since I've seen the game lag that badly. My goodness. I normally, when I set these to do, I normally just set it up, watch YouTube, check back in a minute or two, see whether it's been defeated or not.
Like the west wind, away we go!
Here is thunder.
Cool, nice. Rope. Attack with crit rate. Nope. Defense. Nope. Try again, as they say. Yeah, hopefully this will save some storage, getting rid of the force.
Show no mercy.
Please, we'll just aim 5 stars.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Is that it?
Serenity is before me.
Conflict is pitiless.
Oh, it could be worse. I mean, literally, in Genshin, one of the worst relics or artifacts I've ever had to, like, try and get was the Burning Witch set, the Fire Pyro set. Like, I needed it for Clear, and technically I needed it for D-Loop as well, and a few others, but oh my goodness, it was awful trying to, like, you know, back then to try and get the right ones. You'd always get the effect resist set, like, not even the attack one, you'd always get stuff like the effect resist, and nothing else. Like, I'm pretty sure Klee's relics are not perfect even to today. Standard. Defense, that is not right. In again.
Show no mercy.
Eventually we'll get one relic today that looks possible to turn into a good thing. Maybe. It's like I don't even think I can run Caceres in the simulated universe yet, because I don't have a single, like, relic on her that looks any good.
And awaken. Yin and yang.
Is that it?
Down, farewell. Watch over you, guide you on your path.
Show no mercy.
It's of no consequence.
Yin and yang. I feel less Humans, creations.
Is that it?
Okay. Defense! Stop giving us defense! We need HP or quantum. Like, out of the few substats you can get out of stuff, how are we getting defense every single time for, like, the main effect?
Watch over you, guide you on your path.
Is that it?
Serenity is before me.
Here is thunder.
And awaken.
It's of no consequence.
Yin and yang. Humans, creations.
Down, farewell. Watch over you, guide you on your path.
Show no mercy.
No matter.
Here we get something good this time.
Conflict is pitiless.
I'm not sure if I'll use all of the things. Okay, well, at least we got 2 of the. Okay, break effect. Everything but HP percent. I think this game just hates me sometimes. Everything but HP. It's like we're not even getting the correct, like, main stat, let alone sub-stats. Hi, Seki. Adding another cheesecake. Give me a second. And a small something like that. It's not even the gacha part of it, it's just, of course, every gacha game needs random odds on everything, including gacha. My goodness, the lag though. Yeah, we're trying to get some relics for Caceres at the moment. We tried our main set, got trash. And now we're currently working on a planet/rope thing. All we need is either HP % on both or... I normally farm off stream, but I was hoping doing it on stream might give me some extra luck. Okay, neither of those are even the correct one we need. But yeah, normally I just do the farming off stream, but I was hoping we might have a bit of extra luck for it by doing it on stream, but yeah, apparently non-existent. If anything, we're doing worse. I might craft a few, see if we get anything good, but oh my, we are just getting absolute trash. Like, we're not even getting the correct main stats, let alone substats. Our goal is to like get at least 2 substats. Yeah, I do. I always use it all up. Whether it's on like traces or relics, it depends on what's happening. For example, if my relic bag is full and I'm just like trying to quickly do it, I'll just do the traces ones. If I have time, I'll empty the bag out a little bit and do relics. But yeah. Well, we finished the main story. I just wanted to continue a little bit longer. Yeah. Defense %. Can we literally... HP % is non-existent today. We are not getting any HP % that's actually good. Like, we've got 0 HP % on these ones, and then I think we got like 2 on like the main relics, and both of them had really trash substats. Like, come on. Our luck is non-existent today. See. Yeah, for me, I just do it like, you know. Since I need to do the dailies anyway, I just do them as part of the dailies routine, using it up. But yeah, we're not having too much luck today, unfortunately. All the stats, it's like, even the ones where we've had 1 stat and 3 sub-stats, like, we've rolled to the first one and then gotten nothing. Like, all I want is 2 good sub-stats and them to roll on them. And we're not even getting that. Yeah. I mean, I try not to worry too much about it, but the problem is, I'm not even getting anything that's semi-decent. But what have we got? We got Quantum with attack, defense, and crit rate. We can try and roll for something on that. Defense % again. Can we not get defense %? I have not seen a HP % on that set. You know, on these on the pair of relics. I have not seen a HP % yet. Oh man. But yeah, the most perfect relic I've had in relation to like, because this rope set and the main set are used on Trippy as well. like, I got 3 of her substats on her attack, like her base attack one, the gloves, and that's the only one that's got 3 substats on her set. And that's like the same artifact set. But yeah, all you can do is keep on rolling and hoping. I do try and save up the hourglass things to try and like make stuff, but like literally I had the other day, I had one that looked semi-decent. It had crit rate, crit damage, attack, base attack and base defense. And literally, I roll once, it goes base attack. I roll again, base attack again. 3rd time, base attack. I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, I had one that looked semi-decent, and it just rolls on base attack. My goodness, defense percent again. Ah! We're not even gonna get HP percent. Does it even exist at this point? All I need is HP percent. And you would have thought HP would be the most commonest one since it's it plus defense position on like attacking relics, so like you don't really get. Maybe it's because it has like a HP related effect that it's super rare for this one. I try. The game's mean sometimes. Yeah, it's like I always test like to see what it is at level 3, and then I get like a stack of level 3s that stick in my inventory because they don't appear on the salvage screen. I'm just gonna have to use up on like, I don't know, powering up stuff. Oh well. Well, this new feature, like, I didn't realize, like, you could choose it to let it, like, trash everything that's fallen below. So I've turned that on, so hopefully it'll save space a little bit, because I keep on running out of space. I got, literally, my thing is, like, full. 2,000 plus slots full. HP percent with HP base, attack and defense. Okay, even though that's HP, it's trash. Why couldn't we have these substats on the HP percent? So we finally get a HP one. Oh, it's got absolutely trash substats. Like, come on. It's like we finally get one. Nope. Trash substats again.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
I know, I try not to trash stuff unless it's like for like, if I'm like actively farming, then I might trash like defense percents and the other ones. Bluff Knight was in earlier, I'm pretty sure. I lose track of people sometimes, but I'm pretty sure Bluff Knight was in earlier.
Was that it?
Creations.
Yeah, it's just my luck. Being unlucky.
Was that it?
Yeah, I was pretty sure you were. I said, sometimes, like, I lose track of who've been in and out of stream, but that's just because I'm concentrating on the game most of the time. HP percent with every substat that you don't need. Yeah, honestly, imagine if we got like 10 plus people in chat coming in and out and stuff, and you know, I'll be completely lost by that point. I wouldn't be able to like know who had been in earlier very easily. That's one of the things where I like having like not many people in chat, if you know what I mean, because I can like talk to you individually and hopefully remember when people have been in and out.
Is that it?
Together as one. Yin and yang. Human creations.
Doubt farewell. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Show no mercy.
I think we've only got like a few more tokens to use up until we're out.
Conflict is pitiless.
But I'm not sure if I want to use them all because I think at some point during this update we do have a... Oh my goodness, both the wrong ones. I'm gonna get on this for a bit. But yeah, it's like I believe at some point during this month we do have an increase on drops for like the relics and things, so probably gonna leave that there and see what we have. We might try and craft a few. Okie dokie. Start off with plants. Quantum, so got base attack, percent defense, crit damage. If this gets crit rate or HP percent, base HP, that is not good. Okay. Nope, you are on trash duty. Quantum damage with absolutely trash substats. Attack percent. Fire damage. Defense, lightning, yeah. Okay. Everything's dead there. Okay, let's try the ropes. Everything that I don't need is going to be put on trash for later. Break percent. Yep. Defense. Defense. Break effect. Nope. Defense. Can we have HP? Regenerate. Over. HP with no substats. HP with attack percent, defense, crit rate. If this gives us crit damage and it rolls on them. HP base. Oh my goodness. And that only has 1 on it. That has 0. That only has 1 on it. Nope. Everything is trash. Oh man. We did this one. Let me see. Crit damage. Defense. I hate this game sometimes. Like, everything is trash. We just spent, like, I don't know, a good 30 plus minutes and just getting absolutely nothing. Dear me. Okay, let's see if we can synthesize something. I don't want to use my things up, so I'm probably just going to use the base stuff to see if we get anything good. So, let's work on... These ones are easy to get good stuff on. So let's craft 6, do 5 of these shoes. Do you want to count what we've got? Got 1. Okay, so we need HP percent. We're gonna get it? And I misclicked! Oh. This game hates me. Gonna have to manually check instead of checking in the main menu. First one. HP percent with nothing. Attack percent. Attack percent. Speed. Could test out the speed ones, but I don't think that Caceres needs speed. We get just... Nope, I don't like any of those. Okay, let's do another 5. Whole thing of we have to get something sooner or later, right? Defense, nope. HP, with base HP, attack, and defense, nope. HP with attack. Can we not get break damage? Nope. Trash. Okay, we'll use the last 3 out. Anything, please. I want at least one good relic today, please. HP with attack percent, defense percent, break. Can't, like, what on earth? Is crit rate not non-existent now? Is crit damage non-existent at this point? Well, that's it. Probably gonna have to go through and trash lots of stuff again. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here. Getting trash on everything. Oh man. It's like I do get good relics from time to time. Like, you know. Fairly okay. You know. 2, 2. 3 and 2. Like, come on. Like, I sometimes get good ones, but then for this one, like, I've been working on it like 3 days worth of stuff, and I'm just getting trash. Phone decoration. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end it here. Oh man. I think there is gonna be an increase at some point for how many drops you get. So I'm probably gonna save up for that. I don't know when that's starting though. All I know is it definitely isn't on at the moment. So hopefully we can do that at some point. Anyway, next time we play Star Rail, we'll be working on the events. Now that we finished the main story. So we have Star Rail World, which I believe is a similar board game type event. We've also got this Seal Slammers event. So we've also got that to enjoy. And I think that's it on the events. I think there might be another one at some point, but I just can't remember. Anyway, let's go find someone to raid, I think. Let's load up Twitch. Let's see who's online at the moment. No channel. Who is online? Well, looks like maybe it's Yumi's streaming at the moment, so let's go raid her. Looks like she's playing a game called Schedule 1. Not heard of that one, so I have no clue. Either way, here are the raid messages, plus the socials, and just since I'm going to try and get into the habit of it with my phone as well. So if you want to support me elsewhere, there is that too. Let's go raid. Maybe it's Yumi. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed today's stream. It was a bit of a random one since it wasn't on the schedule, but since I knew we were fairly close to the end of the main story, I wanted to complete it before I got, you know, forgot part of it, if you know what I mean. Especially since the next time I would have streamed it would have been next week. And okie dokie. What's our next stream? I think it's Thursday? Yeah, so we're going to be playing some Genshin Impact at 8 PM on Thursday. Let me double check. It's for an event. It is for the Quirky Quaking Arena event. So we'll be doing that Thursday in the evening. And yeah, I think I'm gonna raid out, so I'm gonna get some lunch. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's stream, and I hope to see you all for another one. Bye all!